and welcome to Inside the Big Dynasty League. I'm your host, Mike. With me, as always, is the Statman, Petey Cunningham, and the commish who never gives me a cue to tell me we're starting.
Well, the music stops, we start.
You gotta give me something, man. You get these awkward starts all the time.
We'll make a point.
Producer. My goodness. Anyway, welcome to episode 9 of our second season of Inside the Big Dynasty League. Coming at you live from where we record the show. Let's start off this week's Statman and Commish by going over last week's matchup of the week.
Hold on.
Matchup.
We forgot our Halloween costumes. It's Halloween week.
I don't dress up for Halloween.
What are you being?
Maverick.
I think I saw that on Facebook.
Matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
Between Wayne Enterprises, owned by our very own Statman, and I Came In Like a Monte Ball.
I came in like a Monte Ball.
Owned by his sister, Little Pete, when she loses, Sarah when she wins and gets my respect. So, Petey, talk to me about this matchup between you and Little Pete.
Just like Maverick treats bogeys, is how Wayne Enterprises treated I Came In Like a Monte Ball this week. It's something about the prime time, the bright lights, being in the spotlight. Wayne Enterprises shines, usually. Anyway, 183 to 113 this week. And, I was playing with my sister. I thought, I'm going to take it easy on her. Tom Brady, just have a seat on the bench. I know, Tom, I don't want to hear it. Just sit on the bench. Nick Foles is going to get the start. And it still wasn't even close. 42 points from Jeremy Maclin. 27 from Foles himself. Picked up Chris Ivory this week. Needed a second running back. That worked out pretty good. Thank you, Los Panas Desnudos, picking up the Colts defense and saving me from myself so I could take the Vikings and their 24 points.
I do what I can do, man.
So I came in like a Monte Ball. Aaron Rodgers did what he normally does. Sanu had 20, but other than that, just kind of a rough week.
I like this quote from Monte Ball. It says, "The ball just didn't bounce our way."
It did not. It bounced. It's oval shaped, oblong, and it'll bounce crazy on you.
She did say that. I did hear that. Sunday night.
All right, Commish, anything to add about this game?
No, not really. I think, Mohamed Sanu from Monte Ball has really turned into quite the receiver.
Yes.
In the absence of A.J. Green on the Bengals, and I got a feeling that's going to be a consistent thing going forward.
No AJ, or just Sanu being good?
No, Sanu being good.
Okay, hopefully not no AJ. We want you better, buddy. That's the Bengal fan in me.
Hopefully back this week.
Yes, hopefully. Let's go through real quick here through the rest of the matchups for this week. We start off with Los Pandas Desnudo versus Calvin who? Who? Statman, who won this one?
Calvin Who took this one down. Peyton Manning, 29. DeMarco Murray. Peyton Manning, DeMarco Murray, the number two quarterback, I believe, to Andrew Luck. And DeMarco Murray, the overall, no doubt, number one running back. Just too much to overcome. Chiefs defense, 27. Monster week. The Colts defense, -4 for Los Pandas Desnudos. I thought they were going to have a field day on the rapist, but they were the ones that got raped this week. It's crazy.
Well, he is the rapist, not the rapee.
Los Pandas Desnudos.
Or the raper, not the rapee.
The raper. Not related to, Tom Raper RV. Just
yes,
the
he
raper.
Does not rape.
Completely unaffiliated.
To my knowledge.
But Los Pandas Desnudos tried out the zero-player strategy, and Calvin Who said, nah, baby, nah, I'm going to do it too.
No, they did a zero strategy too. Their zero strategy trumped mine.
Trumped?
Because I had the negative defense with the zero.
Yes, that's true. They canceled out. Stephon Taylor, 0 for Calvin Who. And, star power for Calvin Who, just too much. This also has to be a little bittersweet because Los Pandas Desnudos was the owner of the Chiefs defense for all of last year. And
kept them, I believe.
Kept them, led them to single-handedly won them games last year.
Yeah.
And now it comes back.
Now they're
I didn't keep them. I just used my right of first refusal.
That's fine. I consider that a keep.
Rough week.
Moving on.
We'll move on. We'll spare them.
Next up, we got Wolfgang United, Rocky Mountain High versus San Francisco 69ers. That is a sex joke. Statman, this one surprised me this week. I was sitting there. I wasn't surprised for a while, and then BAM! I was surprised.
It just happened. It just surprises happen like that. Wolfgang United have been a solid team all year. Doesn't have the wins to show for it. San Francisco 69ers has been the dominant team in the league this year. And San Francisco 69ers had a good week. 39 Arian Foster, 35 Antonio Brown, put up 150. That'll win most weeks. But Wolfgang United just absolutely dominating performance. Everybody in double figures except for Marquise Colston. 39 from Emmanuel Sanders, who seems to become Peyton Manning's favorite target this year.
It appears so.
But 27, T.Y. Hilton, he's a stud. Wolfgang United, just a little stat about this week. This is the 16th highest score in BDL history. And they were number 3 this week. 3 of the top 16 this week.
What?
Big time week. Big time fantasy week.
Man.
So, San Francisco 69ers, good week. Tony Romo going out hurt him. I thought coming into the game, I thought 69ers had a shot at this one. But Romo getting hurt, and Garcon didn't have a great day. And Gavin Escobar with a 0 just didn't.
It definitely feels like the 0 team trend is gone the opposite
over.
way.
It has gone, the law of average just kicks in at some point.
All right. Commish, anything on this one?
No, not really, except for, Emmanuel Sanders. Talk about a big game right there. Did not expect that. And it looks like Jimmy Graham is back for Wolfgang United, putting up almost 17 points this week after being out.
All right. Moving on here. Let's take a look at Victoria's Secret versus the FC Acid Kickers. They're the teachers. Statman, Commish.
Teacher versus teacher in this one.
Oh,
Teacher versus
snap.
teacher.
Teacher versus teacher.
Ow!
Yeah.
And the teacher became the
The
student.
Ohio education system versus the Indiana education system. Who won, Petey? Or Statman? Damn.
I mean, if it's Ohio versus Indiana, other than the Colts versus the Bengals, I think we know how that matchup turns out. Ohio wins it 99% of the time. Victoria's Secret, there's really only one thing to talk about in this matchup. It's the rapist. The rapist.
56.79 points.
Big.
I didn't go back to check, but I think that is the second highest score for a quarterback for a player in Big Dynasty League history.
Man.
Who's first?
Peyton Manning with his 7 touchdown game
Whoa.
last year. So
That was a beautiful day.
rapist number
Unless you
2.
were playing against him.
I came in like a Monty Ball was. Which at that point she was, let's don't kill my vibe. Let's don't kill my vibe.
Oh, history.
Oh, that's like a flashback.
Nostalgic. Getting nostalgic up in here.
Flashback.
One thing I did think was interesting, and I believe this is the first time it's happened in BDL history, and by say I believe, I mean I did nothing to check this. The FC Acid Kickers were 100% efficient.
Wow.
They played the absolute best team possible. They left only 1.90 points on their bench, and they lost by almost 40 points.
And to counter that too, Victoria's Secret played a near perfect efficiency rating with 96.9. Only made a mistake with starting one player over someone they shouldn't have.
Efficiency will win you more games.
I had a 56% efficiency rating this week, if that tells you anything.
We're coming to that game here in a little bit.
Whoa, we already talked about that game.
Oh, we already talked about that game.
I think that's an all-time low in the Big Dynasty League.
Look, everything with me is a low. Okay.
We'll have to look to see if we can confirm if that's the worst score in Big Dynasty.
We have to-
I'm probably the... Yeah.
Most efficiency of all time.
All right, moving on. We got the Ricky Bobby team versus Get Off Me.
Get off
Get
me!
off me!
Get Off Me. Now, this one surprised the two of you based on your fantasy pool picks. Don't forget your picks in. Don't forget to get your picks in quick.
Thursday night, 8 p.m.
Surprise me, because I picked it right. Statman, break down this game.
You got to give credit where credit is due. The Ricky Bobby team came into this one, felt like they were a slight underdog. They had been hearing it all week about how Get Hoffman was going to beat them, and they just said we ain't going to let that happen. 151 to 145. Heath Miller, big game from the Rapist. Andrew Luck just doing Andrew Luck things, scoring 27. Demaryius Thomas, 18. Gates, 22, went with the double tight end set this week, and it worked out. Get Hoffman picked up the Dolphins defense and got 28 points. So it wasn't enough though.
No.
2.1 from Jared Cook didn't help him any.
Mm-mm.
Well, not very much. I guess it helped him 2, but he need more than 2 help. Commish, what do you got on this one?
This game did surprise me a lot. I'm not surprised. I mean, I am surprised. I'm surprised by this game, but I'm not like. It's not like blow the roof off my doors kind of game.
Gotcha.
Blow the roof off your doors.
You wouldn't be shocked.
Right. It's not like, whoa, crazy. But I will say...
Fair enough.
Oh, we're bad. We're lying.
Okay, moving on. The last matchup of the week we're going to go with was the Bitch Dogs versus Hernandez's Pistol Offense. Statman, talk about my second loss in a row and my second loss this year to Hernandez's Pistol Offense. I'm super bummed about it.
The Bench Dogs, 41.9 from Gronk. Huge week from Gronkowski. Too bad only Phillip Rivers came with him to have good weeks. Hernandez's Pistol Offense, they have now taken that lead as they are the team to beat in the Big Dynasty League. San Francisco 69ers held it for the first 7 weeks, 8 weeks. Now Hernandez's Pistol Offense, they gotta be the favorite. I haven't checked the Vegas odds. I hear Hernandez's Pistol Offense is now 5-2 to win the title.
Man.
And San Francisco 69ers is now 3-1. So slight favorite in Hernandez's Pistol Offense here. So yeah, Matt Forte 30. The Green Bay Packers, Randall Cobb 23. A little bit of a bad week for Jordy Nelson with 5.5, but Martellus Bennett 21. Solid. They did just enough to get the win. They would have lost against a lot of other teams, but hey, it's all about who you play.
That's right. All right, Commish, anything on this one?
Well, Hernandez's Pistol Offense did have a good game this week. However, they only had an 89% efficiency rating. If they can't get that consistent to the 93 and higher in the efficiency rating scale, I don't know if they're going to be able to carry through the playoffs to the championship. So they really have to work on managing the team better, not having mishaps like they did at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, like when they started Cam Newton, who didn't play.
Right.
Yeah.
And still got the win.
They still got the win. But
still.
How many times is that going to happen?
Once, apparently. To me.
The one thing you notice about Hernandez's Pistol Offense is, while they are the favorite, their running back situation is really pretty. It's pretty dicey out there. It is.
I mean, aside from Matt Forte, there's nothing going on there.
I mean, I think you can say that about the league this year, though. There are no good running backs in the league this year.
This is true.
Arian Foster might be the only one, but he's a week away from getting hurt.
True.
If Arian Foster gets hurt, we know why.
That's right. You're welcome, 69ers. And that's a sex joke. All right, moving on to our awards for the week. We're going to start off with the Hershey Milk Dud of the Week. The player that just gets stuck in your teeth. And this week it's going to Greg Olsen.
What? Can you rewind?
Sorry, I think I might have a mild stroke.
Greg Olsen.
Owned by Greg Olsen.
Hold on, what? They're owned by...
Greg Olsen, owned by... I came in like a Monte ball.
We'll take it from here. Greg Olsen, only 2.6 points this week. Greg Olsen has been a fantasy stud this year, scoring 18, 18, and 25 the last 3.
Yeah, I'd say they're averaging almost 20 points a game the last 3 weeks. Looking at the rankings for tight ends in the league, Greg Olsen comes in number 4, even above Julius Thomas. But this past week, Seattle just pounded him.
Yep, he was a dud. A milk dud.
Just all up in those teeth.
Yes. Moving on, we got our Ram pickup of the week. Goes to the best pickup for the week off the waiver wire. And this week it goes to the player Andrew Hawkins, picked up by the FC Acid Kickers with a 21.8 point game. Not good enough to win, but still a great pickup.
Not good enough to win, but another week in a row for the Acid Kickers getting more accolades for their receiving core. They don't have much depth on that team, but they're really setting themselves up for a good future in terms of receivers.
Yep. Yeah, Andrew Hawkins 21.8. I was mildly surprised to see that he wasn't even owned before this week. But I guess Calvin Hu decided AJ Green was enough. Cut Andrew Hawkins loose. And he was out there to get 17 last week, 21.8 this week.
Andrew Hawkins didn't quite fit Calvin Hu's criteria.
That's true.
Moving on.
Not even going to mention it. Not even going to mention it.
To the Jones Soda Whoop-Ass Energy Drink Award goes to the team who opens up the biggest can of whoop-ass. And this week it goes to Wayne Enterprises with their 183.64 points with Brady and the Bunch on the bench. I added the Bunch because Brady Bunch, the TV show. That wasn't part of my stroke.
Yeah, this award is nothing new for Statman. He's brought home this award numerous times over the last 2 years, and almost 184 points, and your top scorer of your team is on your bench.
Third highest or fourth highest?
Sixth highest. Sixth highest week all time was pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I really got nothing to say. I was a little nervous when I saw Brady was just dominating, and I thought I'm going to lose because I just had Thomas Brady. Luckily, Nick Foles came through 27, and Macklin 42, 12 catches, 187 yards. He's a stud.
Speaking of being familiar with an award, we're moving on to the Poopery Poo-Poo Team of the Week, and this one is going to our commissioner, the commish, the owner of Los Pandas Desnudo, being the only team in the league to not break 100 points this week. Commish, break this down for me.
What do you want to know? My team is just a disaster. Let's see. Again, I said my efficiency rating was 56%. And
56%.
Yeah, 56%. My bench outscored my starters 107-91. And I'm stuck in that zone where every week it's like I got players who are all on the same level, and you got to pick which one you think is going to have the better matchup, and I obviously suck at that. You know, last week Keenan Allen got me 5 points. This week he got me 22. Last week Michael Floyd, I forgot to play him. He got 18 points. This week he got me 0. I can't win.
All right, enough of his whining. Moving on to the Cialis Team of the Week.
I'm just going to say that any team led by Andy Dalton usually lays a stinker quite a few times. So that's all I'm going to say. Moving on.
He was the highest scoring quarterback in the league last year. Or second highest. One of the two.
Something like that.
He was up there. But did his team win any playoff games in our league or
Look,
in real playoffs?
I'm just saying.
Anyway, moving on to the Cialis Team of the Week. The team who was limp and flaccid and couldn't do anything for a couple of weeks or the last weeks and comes back hard and ready for action this week. And that one's going out to the Ricky Bobby Team, owned by Tugs Harvey. Statman. Anything to say about this one? Other than the fact that he won dominantly?
He had 2 straight losses. Came back this week against Get Hoffme. Put up a win. Ricky Bobby Team. I've been down on this team all year, but after the first 2 weeks, they've been 4-3 since then. So they start off 0-3, now they're 4-3 since week 2. So this is a team that they have their good weeks, they have their bad weeks, but they got Andrew Luck, Demaryius Thomas. This is a team that you might not want to play over the next 5 weeks in the Big Dynasty League.
Yeah, he has some favorable matchups coming up, and I think the win this week has really helped set him up to be in a potential playoff spot.
Definitely.
All right, our last and favorite award every week, the Dave Lapham Surprise Player of the Week. Bam! 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 Coffin nailed. Face rate.
Balls out! Balls out!
Woo! Sexy, sexy.
This one goes to Ben Roethlisberger, owned by Victoria's Secret. Took some guts to play Ben based on his previous performances, but he did do a lot better than Eli Manning this week, who didn't play.
I was surprised.
I did not expect. I gave it like a 75% chance that he was on the bench Then I didn't even think about the fact that Eli Manning was on bye, so she had no choice. So, the rapist, 6 passing touchdowns, 522 yards. Unbelievable performance by the rapist.
Yes. I mean, it was amazing. And then top it off, the next day, him and his wife announced they're giving $1 million away to Miami University.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, they're building a new indoor football field.
Ben Rapistburger Field. Roethlisberger Field. Anyway, so that was our big surprise player of the week. Those were our awards. We're going to move on. We're going to go live, pre-recorded, to our interview with Tug's Matt Harvey Groin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Tug's, a.k.a. Matthew Harvey, owner of the Ricky Bobby team. Tug's, how you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. How are things in Georgia?
Well, it's hot and sticky still, which isn't very fun.
Would you be surprised to know I've been called that before?
That does not surprise me. Probably,
So
I've probably called you that before.
What is the temperature there this week?
I can get back to that in a second. Let me check that for you. It is currently.
Is it t-shirt weather?
It was like 85 today.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah.
Today's high here
that's all
was
we need
like
to know.
60, maybe, and
That sounds-
they called no flurries Saturday morning.
I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but that sounds awesome right now.
No, I can understand that too. I'm just not ready for it yet.
Yeah.
So, Tugs, how do you feel about your season so far? How's it going?
Not as well as I would have liked. However, not as bad as other people's seasons. So, fair enough.
That's true.
Usually always true.
Unless you're the last place team, and then it's not as bad as other people's seasons. It's
Hey,
just bad.
I'm having fun in last place. I'm just down there living life. You know. Anyways, so Tugs, you took over the Ricky Bobby team, which was just nicknamed Ricky Bobby last year because the real name was what? A field mouse.
A field mouse may be fast, but the owl seeds at night.
Yes, that was the old name. You inherited this team, embraced the nickname, fully renamed it Ricky Bobby. This team last year was probably the crappiest team in the league.
In their defense, the owner did die, right? Evan Lepage.
In the middle of the season, I think there was a tragic incident.
Cincinnati,
No,
where he was
remember we brought
kidnapped.
that private eye in. He located him.
That's
for us?
right. He wasn't dead, just practically
And we
dead.
had that missing poster.
Yes,
for
we
him.
had that doodle.
Yeah.
He just spent all of his time eating delicious food, not setting his lineup, and taking care of his team.
That's right. We went through his Twitter feed, and he just.
Back to Tugs, the guy we're interviewing.
So you took
Live.
over this team.
Pre-recorded.
You took over this team, and you got them sitting at 4-6. Isn't great, but
That equals 10, by the way.
with the way this season's set up, there's 5 games still left in this season.
That would be big.
So there's still 5 games left. I mean, if you can get on a hot streak here,
5 weeks,
5
6 games.
6 games, 5 weeks left. You get on a streak. If you get on a streak here, you could probably get yourself into the playoffs. What are you thinking about with that? Do you have any plans of trying to get your lineup ready in a certain way for that? What are you doing?
Well, the big thing is, first off, we're just going to try and get through next week, get a big win against Timmy's team. But beyond that, really, got to get through week 10. We got some big buys coming up. Andrew Luck's going to be out, which could be big for our team. We depend on him quite heavily. But we'll see. I'm trying to work some things to try and get through that week and move on to the playoffs. But it's just taking it 1 week at a time right now.
Would you rather fight a bear or a gorilla, and why?
I've actually thought about this because you ask everybody this random question. And personally, I'd like to think that I would rather fight both of them at the same time because if I could get them to fight each other, I like my chances of fighting a bear that just got beat up by a gorilla better.
So you're saying the gorilla would win the fight against a bear?
I don't know. My money's out. But if they're fighting each other, I like my chances a lot better.
Okay, so way to give me a political answer. The question was, if you had to fight a bear or a gorilla, sir, who would you fight?
I like my answer, but I think I'll go with the bear. I think I could outsmart a bear easier than I could outsmart a gorilla.
Okay, thank you, sir.
That answered the question.
Yes, I mean, he works for the government, but that doesn't mean he has to be a politician about his answers to questions.
Hey.
Yes?
Yes.
No, I got nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What should the Big Dynasty League know about Timothy Matthew Harvey, a.k.a. Tugs McGroin?
I'm not really sure. I like guns, as you pointed out last week. I do work for the government.
Well
I'm currently at an undisclosed location somewhere in Georgia.
That location that's not disclosed is 128 West Main Street, Savannah, Georgia.
Exactly.
82163.
Yeah, you used to have to go in through the phone booth, but then they realized nobody used phone booths anymore, so they had to come up with another secret entrance.
I love that show, man. Get smart. Man.
Anyway, so have you
Agent
been
99.
doing a lot of shooting in your training this time?
Earlier in the training, yeah, but not recently. It's kind of it kind of sucks. That was my one thing. That was my happy place.
Yeah.
Neither.
So were you like top of your class again?
No. In typical fashion, as I have done quite a few times this season with my Dynasty team, started off with very high, with near excellence, and crashed and burned pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the practice day for our final qual with our handguns, I shot 4 points from perfect, and on the actual one, I shot 50 points from perfect. So it was a bad day. But,
So tell us the story about how you got the name Tugs.
Oh, it's easy. I mean, you got this itty bitty little boat that's like this big. It moves this big effing boat. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I just think it's awesome.
He does have a passion for the tugboats.
The tugboats are pretty cool.
He loves pulling heavy loads. Getting back to
I wouldn't
fantasy
go quite.
football,
I
which is
would
the
not go
most
quite
important
that far, but
What do you think of your chances against the rematch against Hernandez's pistol offense, who pistol whipped you last time and destroyed you?
Well, he actually was the first one to point it out to me that I was playing him again so soon via Facebook, and he actually congratulated me on the win, I think 2 days after he beat me last time. And then I looked at his lineup, and I'm not going to say it's a sure thing, but he's got some big players that are going to be on bye. So I like my odds, but my team, has shown that when I start the guy who should be doing well, he normally does pretty crappy. Like Seattle's defense has been awful this year.
Statman, you got anything for him?
I would like to point out to the league that Matt Harvey, as much crap as I give him, has done a good job with his team this year. The Ricky Bobby team last year, a.k.a. Field Mouse may be fast, but the all-season night, went 2-14 last year.
2-14.
2-14. Already he has doubled their wins from last year.
That is double.
With dropping Demaryius Thomas at the draft and redrafting him for more than it to keep him.
All right. Wait. In my defense, and it's not a very good defense, up until that point of the draft, I was completely oblivious to the right of first refusal thing. I knew it existed, completely slipped my mind, and after I was like, oh, crap. So.
It only cost you $1. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or feel like you need to sneeze and not able to sneeze for the rest of your life?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Sneeze.
I think I'd go with hiccups.
Wrong answer.
I hate that.
Really? I don't know. That's a tough
I
one.
hate having to sneeze and not being able to sneeze.
Yeah.
It's awful.
There's nothing more satisfying than having a big sneeze come out.
Oh yeah, it's the best. It's right behind a good poop.
I do like a good poop. All right. Any last questions for Tugs?
I don't have any.
All right, Tugs, anything you want to ask us about anything in the world?
I got one for you, Mike.
Okay.
If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, okay?
Okay.
Does Obama still suck?
Yes.
All right, I like that answer.
I love the no hesitation.
Sorry,
All right,
I'm not trying to be politically biased here. That was just a joke. I heard it. I mean,
That's up, man. That's your boss. This is on the internet.
It's so Tugs, will give you a minute here. If you want to get out any smack talk or messages to the rest of the league, here's your chance. Here's your voice to talk.
All right, Timmy, I'm coming for you. You beat me pretty good last time, but I'm gonna beat you while you're down. If you can't win a fair fight, you might as well win an unfair one.
I like it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. It was good talking with you. Have a good rest of your training for Border Patrol, Customs. And don't forget, let those cigars walk right on by.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you in late November. Hopefully, we get some Tugs time in.
As far as cigars go, Michael Bear, that is against the law, and therefore you would not be allowed to bring in any Cuban cigars. However, you can go across the border to Canada and smoke them.
Okay.
I told you we need to get passports.
I know, we're working on it.
Work on it. We'll go smoke cigars in Canada.
Yeah. And get milk in a bag.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's that all about?
Hey. See some
All right.
milk. Hey.
Hey there.
Hey.
All right, Tugs. We'll talk to you
Hey,
later.
Kilometers an hour.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully we see you in the playoffs.
Like hockey.
Bye.
Eat Tim Hortons.
See ya.
See ya.
All right, everybody. Thank you one last time to Matt Harvey, a.k.a. Tugs McGroin, for having us do that live pre-recorded interview. Now it's time to move on to our matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
This week it's against Calvin Who and Victoria's Secret.
Who?
Will he beat his wife?
Who?
Will her baby give her superpowers to set her lineup and beat him? Statman, what do you think?
I think there's a pretty good chance that Morgan beats his wife this week. Calvin Who beats his wife. It's the NFL has got this new domestic violence thing going, and it's gonna do nothing to stop Calvin Who from beating his wife. Brandon Marshall on bye, gonna hurt Victoria's Secret. Peyton Manning at the Patriots, 4:00 game. I think it's just gonna be a shootout. The rapist put up 56 last week. There's no way he puts up over 25 this week. Is there? I mean, I just don't think so.
This week?
They're playing the Ravens this week, which is historically a low-scoring match. So I like Calvin Who beat his wife.
Commish.
Poor kid.
Well, I think that Allison is going to use her pregnant powers by pointing her belly at her computer screen and putting Juju on her lineup to win this week.
I don't think she needs to point it. I think she needs to touch the screen to pass the powers through the internet.
I should try that with my I might crush my screen though. So, anyways, no, I think Allison's. I think that the champ is still going to be the champ.
I'm taking the champ, Victoria's Secret. All right, now we're going to do a quick lightning round of the rest of the week's picks. Don't forget to get your picks in. 69ers versus Los Pandas Desnudos. Statman.
Second best record and most points versus lowest record and lowest points. Going with the 69ers in this one.
Los
Commish.
Pandas.
69ers here. Acid Kickers versus Rocky Mountain High. Wolfgang United. Statman.
Wolfgang United has Matt Stafford on bye. I don't think it matters. Rocky Mountain High is on top.
Wolfgang United.
Wolfgang United. Calvin. Oh, we already did that one. Get Hoffman
Get off me.
Get off me!
versus Wayne Enterprises. Statman.
Get off me fresh adding Kelvin Benjamin. Wayne Enterprises, Lacey on bye. Get off me with the win.
Where did you get
Commish.
Sheldon Benjamin from?
The waiver wire.
Benjamin?
Where you pick up players that aren't owned by
Kelvin
other
Benjamin
teams.
was on the waiver wire?
This is the lightning round. We're supposed to go fast.
There might have been a trade.
Who you taking?
Wayne Enterprises.
Wayne Enterprises. Hernandez Pistol Offense versus the Ricky Bobby team. Statman.
Hernandez's pistol offense. The favorite, Ricky Bobby with the upset, which they have the Hernandez's pistol offense on bye, so it can't be that much of an upset.
Commish.
Upset City. Go Ricky Bobby.
I'm sticking with Ricky Bobby, and I liked it before they were cool. Came in like a Monte Ball versus the Bench Dog. Statman.
I came in like a Monte Ball. Is going to lose. I'm going with the bench dogs.
Commish.
Bench Dogs.
Sweep it! I'm going with myself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your picks in.
Get them in. Last week we only had 4. Bench dogs is in the lead for the year with picks. So everybody needs to log in, make your picks. It's easy. It's so easy to do. It literally takes 10 seconds once you log in.
All right, don't forget to set your lineups and be safe out there, people. It's a crazy, crazy world, and if you get hungry, eat something. Goodbye.
Good luck.
Farewell.
Oh,
He hit the wrong button.
I did.
We're still on the air.
Hold on. I forgot we were going to play the outro.
We would like to
play the
thank
outro.
all our fake sponsors for fake sponsoring
Also,
us.
go check. I think trade deadline's in like 2 weeks.
What?
Make it happen.
Yep, a special fake thank you to all our fake sponsors.